Hello. Hello. Oh my god, the sun is in the way again. No, not again. Oh my god. The sun. There we go. The sun is a deadly laser. Hi, chat. What's up? Today we are going to be reading more of the atrocity that is My Immortal just in time for World Goth Day. And to celebrate, we're gonna be drinking beer while we do it because I felt like I needed something to make this a little bit less painful. So I have beer here. It is a lambic beer. It is Kriek, which is cherry flavored, and it's delicious. So let's get into this. I I don't know if I should start from the beginning or if I should just like jump into this because first off, this part right here, the very beginning is a copy paste mix up because bitch can't write. Bitch cannot write. So I'm going to just like skip that part and let's get started. WTF, Draco? I'm not going to a concert with you, I shouted angrily. Not after what happened to me last time, even if it's MCR, and you know how much I like them. What? Because he gadgeted uncomfortably because guys don't like to talk about you know what. What? What are they talking about? Sex? Are they talking about sex? Guys do not mind talking about sex. I don't know what crack this girl is on. Yeah, because I yielded in an angry voice. Yielded. Yes, she refrained from doing something, truly. Squid, how could I not read the most gothic fiction on World Goth Day? Honestly. We won't do that again, Draco promised. This time, we're going with an escort. Oh my gosh, what the fuck? Are you giving in to the mainstream? I asked. So I guess you're a prep or a Christina or what now? No, he muttered loudly. Are you becoming a prep or what? I shooted angrily. Wait, she does have a gun. Maybe this isn't a typo. Anyway, I started blasting. No, B, I'm not. Please come with me. He fell down to his knees and started singing The World is Black by GC to me. I was flattened because that's not even a single. He had memorized the lyrics just for me. Okay, then I guess I'll have to, I said. And then we Frenched for a while and I went up to my room. Bitch, you were just angry that, like, you guys had sex and now you're, like, making out with him. What? Like, I have no idea what's happening anymore, guys. She's bipolar. That's an insult to bipolar people. Hey, cheers, Squid. I think she's just fucking nuts. Bloody Mary was standing there. Hajime girl, she said happily. She speaks Japanese, so do I. That means how do you do in Japanese? I don't think that's what that means. I can't read this again. I don't think that means how do you do in Japanese. It sounds a little overly formal to just be how do you do. Okay, husband. 我真心大好きだよ. Anyway. BTW, Willow, that fucking poser, got expelled. She failed all her classes and she skipped math. What? They have math in Hogwarts now? Okay. They don't have math in Hogwarts. They have arithmancy, but that's not math. They don't teach them math. I swear to God. So they can't do 1+1? It's assumed that you learn it somewhere else before you enter Hogwarts, but they do not actually have math. I don't like math either, but like I still think that math should probably be a core subject. Author's note: Raven, you fucking suck. Fuck you. Also, I think I know why the spelling has gotten progressively worse. Chat. It's because if you read the author's note, Raven is supposed to be helping her with the spelling and with the writing. So I think that's why it's gotten progressively worse. It serves that fucking bitch right, I laughed angrily. Well, anyway, we were feeling all depressed. We watched some gothic movies like Das Nightmare Before Christmas. Das Boot. Maybe Willow will die too, I said. Kawaii, Bloody Mare, shook her head energetically, lethargically. How do you shake your head energetically and lethargically at the same time? Oh yeah, oh, have a confession. After she got expelled, I murdered her and then Lupin did it with her because he's a necrophiliac. What? Every turn is a left! Oh my god. Okay. Oh yeah, have a confession. After she got expelled, I murdered her and then Lupin did it with her because he's a necrophiliac. Every turn of this is a left. Kawaii, I commented happily. Bitch, I don't think kawaii means what you think it means, beach. Necrophilia, kawaii. Please don't clip that. Please don't clip that. Don't clip that, chat. Don't clip it. We talked to each other in silence. We talked to each other in silence. We talked to each other in silence, chat. For the rest of the movie. Oh, hey, BTW. I'm going to a concert with Draco tonight. She can't even spell Draco's name right, bro. It's not that hard. Draco. Draco tonight in Hogsmeade with MCR, I said. I need to wear, like, the hot set outfit ever. Bloody Mary nodded energetically. OMFG, totally. Let's go shopping. In Hot Topic, right? I asked, already getting out my special Hot Topic loyalty cardy. No. My head snapped up. What? My head spun. I could not believe it. Bloody Mary, are you a prep? No, she laughed. I found some cool gothic stores near Hogwarts, that's all. Who told you about them? I asked, sure it would be Draco or Diablo or Vampire. Don't even say that name to me. Or me. Dumbledore, she said. Let me just call our brums. Does she mean to say brooms? Chat, how do you misspell the word brooms? I ask you, chat, how do you misspell the word brooms? I have so many questions and no answers. Also, is my model like okay, everything's still working fine. Okay. Because the sun has moved and I'm just waiting for it to get out of the point where it will like mess up my screen. OMFG Dumbledore? I asked quietly. Yeah, I saw the map for Hogsmeade on his desk, she told me. Come on, let's go. Fic makes you reconsider goth. No, don't reconsider goth. Because stupid teenagers think that they're goth and they're like actually just the worst posers does not necessarily mean. Preps. Yeah, pretty much. Preps are like the popular like jocks and rich girls and stuff, you know. Bitch, she fucking dead. Also, I'm sorry, but if you're in Slytherin, you are highly more likely than the rest of the school to be a prep because by the prep's nature, it literally comes from preparatory school, and the only people that can afford a preparatory school is rich people. So prep is basically a shorthand for these rich kids that go to preparatory school. That's essentially what people are using it as shorthand for. Although honestly, I do not like using the term prep because prep actually is its own subculture. It is a subculture of preparatory school kids. And like just because you're a preparatory school kid, just because you're a prep does not necessarily mean that, you know, you're a stuck up blonde bimbo, you know? I mean, for fuck's sake, what was it? Ozzy Osbourne's kids could afford to go to preparatory schools. They are rich enough to be considered preps, even though they do not look like what you would assume a prep would look like at all. So, like, I don't like using that term. I used it more when I was younger because, you know, stupid teenager. See, stupid teenager. But, you know, now that I'm older, I kind of feel like the use of the word prep is kind of stupid. And we should just kind of ban it from our vocabulary. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, I saw the map for Hogsmeade on his desk, she told me. Come on, let's go. We were going in a few punk goth stores. Okay. First off, a little goth history. Punks and goths do not mix. They are not the same. Goth is post-punk. So punks came first, and then goths followed after. And the music is actually completely fucking different because where punk is usually like very angry music, if you listen to goth music, it's very different. It's got this sort of like dreamy romantic kind of quality with like the fashion being dark and dreary. Yeah, goth and punk, no way, no how are they the same. Like one of my best friends firmly falls more in the punk category. Whereas I leaned more towards goth. Yeah, punk and goth. Punk came first. Goth is post-punk. Just a little history lesson for people from an elder goth's standpoint. And the only reason I even know this history about my own fucking genre of music is because my mother was around in the 80s when punk and goth were like a thing. Like punk was just starting to come out, like go out of fashion in like the early 80s, and goth was starting to ascend. And that's when you see bands like Susie and the Banshees, you see Sisters of Mercy, you see Bauhaus, no, Bauhaus, the band. It's a German goth band. But, like, you see all of those early, like, proto-goth kind of genres start coming out. Yeah, punk started in the late 60s. It was kind of like in the same wheelhouse as hippie while being completely different from hippie. It's very weird. It's very weird. Yeah. Like, I do not consider any of the bands that were out in the 90s and 2000s to be, like, proper punk. That firmly falls into what I would call pop punk, which is what we listened to when I was in school. Yeah, Sex Pistols was not hippie, but, like, they were kicking around at the same time as the hippie movement. And, like, the ethos was sort of similar in that they were rebelling against the strict conservatism of their parents. That's what I mean when I say that they're kind of in similar wheelhouses. Yeah, pop punk is very important distinction because punk is not meant to be popular. And a lot of the bands that we listen to, MCR, Good Charlotte, Blink-182, Green Day, all of them, that were really popular when I was a teenager. Yeah, punk is entirely countercultural. It's a counterculture. Because Leafy's a metalhead. So he understands. Leafy is metalhead, so he understands what I mean. Yeah, punk is entirely, like, countercultural. But it's a different kind of countercultural from hippies. Because hippies were also considered counterculture. And they were considered, like, weird and stuff. And so were punks. So, like, it was, yeah. Yeah, Leafy has educated himself on this, so he would know exactly. Okay, we're off on a tangent. Anyway, punk goth, TLDR, does not exist. Punk goth is not a thing. And this is how you know this was written by a stupid teenager, because they said punk goth. Punk goth does not exist. It's not real. It's not a thing. It is a joke. Especially for the concerts in Hogsmeade. The salesperson was OMG hotter than Gerard, except not, because that's impossible. Yeah, VOD watchers, this will be on the test later. And he gave me a few dresses. We only have these for the real goths. The real goths? Me and Bloody Mary asked. Yeah, you won't believe how many posers there are in this town, man. Yesterday, Lupin and Snap tried to buy a gothic camera pouch. He shook his head. I didn't even know they had a camera. Yeah, punk just turned into hardcore. And hardcore kind of splintered into a whole bunch of different directions. Like, music history is wild, and the only reason I know anything about it is because my mother was born in the 70s, so she grew up through the late 70s and the 80s. Yeah, hardcore is so many messes. It's a messy subject. Yeah, thanks MySpace. Although I can't really fault MySpace, I did discover quite a few really cool bands. MySpace. No, the rock genre, hardcore. No, you're thinking of hardstyle, which is EDM. And that's why I said hardcore splintered off into a bunch of stuff, and it's a really messy subject now. So, yeah. Belgian and I being, like, debating music in our free time. This happens frequently. You'd be surprised how often this happens. Yeah, hardcore and metalcore was kind of, like, really fucking niche pre-MySpace, and then MySpace kind of popularized it, and it became a mess. Hi, Ciro! We're reading My Immortal and drinking beer, and we're also discussing music in the chat. Okay, anyway. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many posers there are in this town, man. Yesterday, Lupin and Snap tried to buy a gothic camera pouch. He shook his head. I didn't even know they had a camera. OMFG, no, they're gonna spy on me again! I cried, running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of red tulle coming out and very low cut with a huge slit. Oh my Satan, you have to buy that outfit, the salesperson said. Oh my fucking god, please. Listen, the crazy thing is, there are a lot of Christian goths out there. Like, a lot. And, like, Christian iconography is huge in the goth scene. So I don't know why people insist that goths are all satanic. I think that's a bit of a misnomer. Yeah, Christian goth is fucking hardcore. They have some of the best outfits, in my opinion. Like, Christian goths are the ones that, like, brought the whole, like, wearing veils and, like, mantillas and stuff into the goth scene. And where we get some of the most elaborate fucking headpieces from. It's insane. I personally love Christian gothcore. I think it's really fucking cool. Even though I'm not a Christian. And, like, I know, I'm wearing a pentacle, so you'd assume that, you know, I'm playing into the whole, like, satanic thing. But no. For me, yeah, it's just widely accepted anything not Catholic is Satanist. Yeah. And even then, like, you see a lot of evangelicals considering Catholics Satanist. So it's, like, really crazy. But anyway, as I was saying, like, you'd think me wearing the pentacle on my outfit, I'm, like, playing into the whole Satanism thing. But no, I'm not. Pentacles do not belong to Satanism. Satanism has the seal of Baphomet, which is completely different. It incorporates a pentacle, but it is not the same. And pentacles actually come from more, like, hippie woo-woo nature spirits. And actually, the pentagram, which is just like the 5-pointed star, comes from Christianity. Yeah, the seal of Baphomet is different enough that you cannot mistake me for a Satanist. And honestly, I wouldn't want you to, because I am not a Satanist. I am Buddhist. I grew up Buddhist. There is no fucking way I would be caught dead being a Satanist. No offense to Satanists, but, like, Satanism is not my bag. Yeah, this pentagram has a lot of ties to, like, Jesus and stuff, and it just got co-opted by the neo-pagan movement. And I say this as somebody whose father was actually a Wiccan priest. I know the history of Wicca. I know where everything comes from. Anyway, enough ranting. Enough ranting. Okay. Yeah, it looks totally hot, said Bloody Mary. By the way, if you guys are new here, if you guys are just joining us for this stream and didn't see the last two streams, Bloody Mary Smith is actually Hermione Granger. It turns out she's not a muggle born. Her parents are vampires. And then they killed themselves because, I don't know, reasons. And so now she's an orphan. I wish I was making this up. Also, if I mentioned Diablo earlier. Diablo is Ronald Weasley. And vampire is Harry Potter. So now you know. That's some much needed context. Yeah, they are certainly some names. Yeah. It's like this person tried really, really hard to come up with, like, the most gothic sounding names they could, and they're just, like, so bad. So bad. Like, Willow. Willow was a believable gothic name. I knew a lot of goth girls who called themselves Willow. Raven is also a fairly stereotypical goth girl name. I mean, I know a lot of goths who called themselves Raven. Yeah, Bloody Mary is just, like, stupid. Diablo is just Spanish for devil. And vampire is a magical creature that actually exists in the Harry Potter universe. It's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. But anyway. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna give it to you free. Because you look really hot in that outfit. Hey, are you gonna be at the concert tonight? He asked. Okay, first off, cashiers cannot just give you free shit. Edward is definitely a gothic name. You are so right. Pretty much, if it's like vaguely Victorian sounding, then it's gothic. So like Cordelia is actually a gothic name. And I knew a lot of girls that went by Cordelia for their screen names. Or like celestial names. A lot of goths go by celestial names. I am sure there's a lot of people out there that go by Narcissa because of Harry Potter. Or like Bellatrix because of Harry Potter. Bellatrix is a celestial name. Squid, I'm afraid not. But Squid could work as a gothic name. It could. Depends. Actually, give me a second. I'm gonna look something up. The scientific name for squids. Squid facts. Squid facts. Reject. Cephalopodia. Cephalopodia. That could work. That actually could work. Because I know a lot of goths also go by names that are like derivative of scientific names for different like gothic animals. Like Corvus is from Corvidae, which is the scientific term for a raven. Yeah, no Liliths. There's two. Lilith is like try-hard goth name. Like, it's such a boring name. So many goth girls back in the 90s and 2000s went by Lilith, and I'm sick of it. Personally speaking, when I was a baby bat goth, my goth name was Elisabetta, which is the Romanian form of Elizabeth. That's what I went by as my baby bat name. It's not any more cringe than my current name, which is Tempest. But now I'm an elder goth, all pale and tragic. I am no longer the wilting, retiring young Lydia Dietz. I am now Delia Dietz. I am now Delia wearing long black gloves and black power suits and screaming about the aesthetic. I need to make this home my own, or I will tear it apart! God, I fucking loved Beetlejuice as a kid. That was a great, great film. Also, can I just say that Morticia is like one of my favorite like goth ladies in movies for sure. I just fucking love the Addams Family so much. Get you a man that treats you like Gomez treats Morticia. Baby bats. Trust me. Find you a man. Anyway. Yeah, I am actually. I looked back at him. Hey, BTW, my name's Ebondi... She can't even spell her fucking name right. Jesus. Ebondi Darkness... Where is it? Dementia Tara Way. What's yours? Should she add another fucking name? No, like one of her names is Dementia. Which, I mean, a lot of people consider a very, like, gothy name because it references madness. Goths are all about... What am I doing? Not the fanfic! Hey, I got beer, so it's a little bit less painful. I only have the one, though, so I'm not going too crazy. Magnus. Okay. Tom Ridd. Oh no, it's Voldemort! He said, and ran a hand through his black-dyed hair. Maybe I'll see you there tonight. Yeah, I don't think so, because I'm going there with my BF Draco, you sick perv. I yelled angrily, but before he could beg me to go with him, Hagrid flew in on his black broom, looking worried. OMFG, Bondi, you need to get back into the castle now. Also, by the way, she took the Raven out of the name and made her name Tara. Because, you know, her friend Raven is no longer her friend. Chapter 17. Chapter 17. Onward to chapter 17. Author's note. I said stop filming the story. If you have prepped and not read it, you can tell whether you're a prep or not by my quiz. It's on my homepage. If you're not, then you rock. If you are, then fuck you off. Please. Willow isn't really a prep. Raven, please do this. I promise to give you back your poster. Oh, apparently now her and Raven are working on, like, you know, making up. So that's what's happening in the personal life of Tara Gillespie. And nothing of value was lost. Anyway. Tom Riddle gave us some clothes and stuff for free. He said he would help us with makeup if he wanted, because he was really into fashion and stuff. He's bisexual. Hagrid kept shooting at us to come back to Hogwarts. WTF, Hagrid! I shouted angrily. Fuck off, you fucking bastard! Well, anyway, Willow came. Hagrid went away angrily. I thought Willow was fucking dead. Did she not get murdered by Hermione Granger, aka Bloody Mary Smith? Like, am I on crack? Did I miss something? Did she come back to life? Is she a vampire? I have no idea, Squid. Hey, bitch, you look kawaii, she said. Yeah, but not as kawaii as you, I answered sadly, because Willow's really pretty and everything. She was wearing a short black corset thingy with blood red lace on it, and a black blood red miniskirt, leather fishnets, and black pointy boots that showed off how pale she was. She had a really nice body with big bobs and everything. Bobs or vagina, whichever will it be. Sit the fuck down, T-Series. I'm here to spill the real tea. I'm sorry. I had to. We figured out the origin. It's an Indian lady. She's Indian, obviously. She was thin enough to be anorexic. That doesn't sound good, Tara. Willow should not be that thin. So, are you going to the concert with Draco? She asked. Yeah, I said happily. I'm going with Diablo, she answered happily. Well, anyway, Draco and Diablo came. They were both looking extremely hot and sexy, and you could tell they thought we were too. Diablo was wearing a black t-shirt that said 666 on it. He was wearing tons off makeup, just like Marilyn Manson. Draco was wearing black leather pants. Draco in leather pants! Drink! Trope! Drink! Listen, Harry Potter fanfiction is the trope namer for Draco in tight pants. Because so much bad Harry Potter fanfiction has Draco in like tight leather pants for whatever reason. I don't know why. Also, For the record, I want to put this out there so that everybody knows. I never had a crush on Draco Malfoy. Personally, I found him infuriating, and I wanted to punch him in the face. And I was so happy in Prisoner of Azkaban when I read it as a kid that Hermione slapped him in the face. Because God knows boy needed it. Personally speaking, my favorite Harry Potter guy was Neville Longbottom. I loved Neville Longbottom. I think that he is the sweetest, cutest guy, and he is my favorite character in Harry Potter. Plus, he likes plants. I mean, nobody bad ever liked, in my opinion. Anyway, moving on. Draco was wearing black leather pants, a gothic black GC t-shirt, and black Vans he got from the Warped Tower. Does she mean Warped Tour? Also, why the fuck is he wearing Vans? And why the fuck is he going to Warped Tour? Why is the pure blood supremacist going to Muggle events? I have questions. Bloody Mart. Bloody Mart. She's not even Bloody Mary anymore. She's Bloody Mart. This is Bloody Mart. Shop smart. Shop Bloody Mart. Bloody Mart was going to the concert with Dracola. Oh my god, no, not my boy. Dracula used to be called Neville, but it turned out he was kidnapped at birth, and his real family were vampires. Look at how she massacred my boy, not Neville. Keep Neville Longbottom out of this. They died in a car crash. Oh my god. Neville converted to Satanism and he went goth. He was in Slytherin now. He was wearing a black warped t-shirt. Warped! Black jeans and shoes. And black hair with red streaks in it. We call him Dracula now. Well, anyway, we all went to Draco's black Mercy-Benz, get it? Because we're gothic. That his dad, Lucian, gave him. We did pot, coke, and crack.
What?
Excuse me? Pot, coke, and crack, ladies and gentlemen. That is like asking for a really bad time. Pot is a downer, coke is an upper, and crack, Jesus fucking shit. Yes, don't ever, chat, do not ever mix your uppers and your downers. I'm not condoning doing drugs, but if you are gonna do drugs, please be safe. Do not mix your uppers and your downers. From totally not actual experience, it sucks. Let's not encourage illegal things. Belgian, please. Anyway, let's just get past this. Draco and I made out. We made fun of those stupid fucking preps. We soon got there. I gasped. Gerard was the sexiest guy ever. He looked even sexier than he did in pics. He had long raven black hair and piercing blue eyes. He was really skinny and he had an amazing ethnic voice. What? Chat? What? We moshed to Helena and some other songs. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the other members. Why did she say members? Is she Bostonian now? Are we getting Kirsha in this shit? So did the other members. The other members also took off the masks. I gasped. It wasn't Gerard at all. It was an ugly, preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away but me and Draco. Draco and I came. It was Voldemort and the Death Dealers. Why is this person starving like this? I don't know, Squid. I don't fucking know. I don't understand what's happening. Apparently the Death Eaters are preps now, which doesn't make any sense because... Yeah, first off, Death Eaters is fucking goth as hell. I will die on this hill. Second of all, Lucius is a Death Eater. So, I guess Lucius is a prep, but his son isn't. Okay, make it make sense. Anyway. You moronic idiots, he shooted angstily. Enobi, I told you to kill vampire. Thou hast failed, and now I shall kill thou and Draco. Why does he talk like a Shakespearean villain? Why? It's not even proper Shakespearean English. And here I was having such a good day. Me too, Squid. Me too. Okay. We've almost made it to chapter 18. We can do this, chat. We can do this. No! No, please! We begged sadly, but he took out his knife. Why does he have a knife? He has a wand. Suddenly, a gothic old man flew in on his broomstick. He had long black hair and a long black beard. He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne on the back. Avril Lavigne isn't gothic. She's not even punk. She is a glorified pop singer, my dude, my guy. He shotted a spell, and Voldemort ran away. It was Dumbledore! Okay, we made it, chat. We made it to the end. We made it to the end of chapter 17. God, please help me. This is the worst. I hate this. It's actually... Can you believe that I used to think that this was actually, like, pretty bad? I used to think that this was actually really bad, but now that I'm older, it is so much worse than I expected it to be. So much worse. Okay, now I can move my camera a little bit. There we go. Now the sun is not shining into my camera and making me be all wonky. Okay. Let's go. Chapter 18. Author's note. I said stop flamming! If you do, then you're a fucking prep. Thanks to Raven for the help and stuff. You rock. You're not a prep. Thanks for my suitor. Please, piz. The other reason Dumbledore swore is cause he trained to be gothic, so dare. Okay. Okay. Silly goose, you don't remember when they took out their knives and stabbed each other? The only knife that I remember from the original Harry Potter series is the knife that Bellatrix had. And, like, honestly, that was not a good scene. Like, that was, like, just gore porn, I swear. Anyway, I woke up the next day in my coffin. I walked out of it and put on some black eyeliner, black eyeshadow, blood bed lipstick, and a black, really low-cut leather dress that was all ripped and in stripes so you could see my belly. I was wearing a skull belly ring with black and red diamonds inside of it. That doesn't sound like it's up to Hogwarts dress code, Ebony. You're gonna have to go back to the dorm and change. The night before, Draco and I went back to the skull. Get it? Skull, because I'm gothic and I like death. Dumbledore chased Voldemort away. We flew there on our brooms. Mine was black, and the broom stuff was blood red. There was lace all over it. How's there lace on a broomstick? My guy, my dude. Draco had a black MCR boom. Wait, what happened to his car? car. They have a flying car. It's a Mercedes-Benz. I know it. I remember. What happened to the car? Did they just leave it? Why would you leave a Mercedes-Benz? Like, what is wrong with you? Shit is expensive. We went back to our rooms, and we had you know what to a Linkin Park song. Linkin Park song. VOD watchers don't tell anyone, but actually I haven't ever watched Harry Potter. Okay, Squid, I think I remember you mentioning this before, that you've never seen Harry Potter before. But yeah, even yo ass don't even your ass know this shit ain't right. So like, if somebody who has never even seen Harry Potter knows that this is so wrong on so many levels, then... Well, anyway, I went down to the Great Hall. There, all the walls were painted black, and the tables were black too, but you could see that there was pink paint underneath the black paint. And there were posters of poser bands everywhere, like Ashley Simpson and the Backstreet Boys. I'm sorry, what? Since when were the Backstreet Boys considered any capacity close to goth? I have questions. I have so many questions. WTF! I shouted, going to sit next to Bloody Mary and Willow. Bloody Mary was wearing a black leather mini with a good Traloot t-shirt, black fishnets, and black pointy boots. Willow was wearing a long gothic black dress with blood red writing that was all lacy and came up to your thighs, and black boots and fishnets. What? Vampire, Dracula, and Draco came. We started to talk about who was sexier, Mikey or Gerard Way or Billy Joe Armstrong. The boys joined in because they were bi. Billy Joe Armstrong isn't goth. Like, bro wishes he could be as, like, goth. You know who actually is goth? You know who is the most gothic goth of them all? It's not Marilyn Manson. It's not Billy Joe Armstrong. It's not Gerard Way. You know who's the most goth of them all? Chat, do you know? Motherfucking Aurelio Voltaire. That is who is the most gothic of them all. This man, I love this man. Aurelio Voltaire, yes. This man is in his 60s. He is in his 60s. He's like 63, and he looks like this. He still looks damn good. This man. I love this man. Like, I'm not into him. I think that he is like peak goth. Like, look at his house. This is taken in his apartment in New York. So is this. This is taken in his apartment in New York. His apartment is like the gothiest cave. I love it. Let me find, let's show his apartment. Apartment. Here we go. Here we go. Let me show a picture of his apartment if I can find it. Okay, you can kind of see it here. This is his apartment. It's decorated completely in purple, black, and white. And he does an entire series on YouTube called Gothic Homemaking, where he teaches people how to, like, make their house goth on a budget. This man has done so much since the 90s for the gothic subculture. And that is why I respect the hell out of this man. Anyway, moving forward. Those guys are so fucking hot, Navel was saying, as suddenly a gothic old man with a black beard and everything came. I like how she just gave up on her description halfway through. He was the same one who had chased away Voldemort yesterday. He had normal tan skin, but he was wearing white foundation, and he had dyed his hair black. Dumbledore? We all gasped. WTF, I shouted angrily. I thought he was
just wearing that to scare Volsamort. Hello, everyone, he said happily. As you can see, I gave the room a makeover. What do you think about it? Everyone from the poser table in Gryffindor started to cheer. Well, we goths just looked at each other all disgusted and shook our heads. We couldn't believe what a poser he was. BTW, you can call me Albert, he called as we left to our classes. Albert? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, chat. I don't know what's happening anymore. What a fucking poser! Draco shouted angrily as we went to transformation. We were holding hands. Vampire looked really jealous. I could see him crying blood in a gothic way. Get it? Way like Gerard. But I didn't say anything. I bet he's having a midlife crisis, Willow shouted. I was so fucking angry.
And that was the end of chapter 18. My god. Why do I do this to Ice cream truck! The ice cream truck is coming by. How many more chapters do I have here? Hang on. We just finished chapter 18. 19, 20. $30, $12. Okay, so we still have like a solid half the thick to go, chat. Oh, brother, this guy stinks! Exactly. Okay, anyway. Chapter 19. I'm not okay, I promise. Oh my god, now we're getting into the really shitty, angsty teenager chapter names. Wonderful.
Author's note. Please stop flamming the story. If you do, you're a fucking prep and you're jealous, okay? From knock on, I'm gong to dealt your men reviews. What? Did I have a stroke? BTW, everyone a pour blood so dare. And thanks to Raven for the help. They're friends again. Raven and Tara are friends again, chat. Yeah, we're only halfway, chat. It keeps getting worse. All day we sat angrily thinking about Dumbledore. Dumbledore. We were so fucking pissed off. Well, I had one thing to look forward to. The MCR concert. It had been postponed, so we could all go. Anyway, I went to the common room, sadly, to cut classes. Draco was being all secretive. I asked what it was. He got all mad at me and started crying, all hot and angsty. Sensitive bi guys are so hot. No one fucking understands me, he shouted angrily as his black hair went in his big blue eyes like Billy Joe in Boulevard of Borkin. I'm sorry. Boulevard of Borkin Dreams. Borkin Dreams, chat. He was wearing black baggy pants, a black MCR t-shirt, and a black tie. Get it? Instead of tie, because I'm gothic. Can you please stop? I was wearing a black leather low-cup top with chains all over it, and over a black leather mini, black-held high-held boots, and a cross-belly thing. Wait, she's supposed to be a vampire. Why the fuck is she wearing a cross-belly ring? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And she's supposed to be a Satanist. So why the fuck is she wearing crosses? My hair was all up in a messy, really high bun like Amy Lee in Gong Under. Email me if you want to see the pic. Remember when teenagers would just like Give out their email. That. Remember the early internet when you had to like email people if a website didn't have direct messages? My god, I'm old. Accuse me? What about me? I growled. He grunted. You fucking bastard! I moaned. No, wait, it's not what it fucking looked like, he shouted. But it was too late. I knew what I heard. I ran to the bathroom angrily. Cring. Cring. So cring. Draco banged on the door. I whipped and wept as my bloody eyeliner streamed down my cheeks and made cool tears down my feces. Are we doing scat fic now? What's happening? Like Benji in the video for girls and boys. Raven, that is so our video. I took out a cigarette and started to smoke pot. Okay. Okay. Suddenly Hargrid came. He had appurated. You gave me a fucking shock, I shouted angrily, dropping my pot. What the fuck do you think you're doing in the girls' room? Only, it wasn't just Hagrid. Someone else was with him too. For a second, I wanted it to be Tom Ridd or maybe Draco, but it was Dumbledore. I thought you just ran away from Draco. What the fuck is happening? You know, this fanfic shows the beauty of freedom of every person to express themselves, whether they're spitting fire or vomiting shit. True and real. True and real, Squid. You are so real for that. Like, honestly. 100%. Completely 100%. I am with you on this. Hey, I need to ask you a question, he said, pulling out his black wannabe gothic purse. What are you wearing to the concert? You know who MCR are? I gasped. No, I just saw there was this concert that a lot of goths and punks were going to, he said. Anyway, Draco has a surprise for you. Oh, thank God, 4 ads. Real and true. Cheers, mate. Beer. Chapter 20. Author's note. I said I did not care what you think. Stop flammin', okay, preps? Thanks to Raven for the help. Oh, yeah, BTW, I'll be on vacation in Transylvania for the next 3 days, so do not expect updates. She's going on vacation to Transylvania? Like, wait, where in Transylvania? Is it the Moldovan part or the Romanian part? Or is it the Hungarian part? Like, inquiring minds would like to know. Transylvania is a region that used to be completely taken up by Romania. And then, you know, as Romania had different parts of it break off in recent years, it's kind of just become like parts of different countries. Hi, Squid! You're just in time. We just had a small discussion while you were gone. We were just talking about Romania because apparently Tara, our buddy Tara, is going on vacation in Transylvania for the next 3 days. Which, I don't know why she's only going for 3 days. But okay. All day, I wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, I put on a black leather mini, a black corset with purple lace stuff all over it, and black gothic compact boots. I'm sorry, but like, how often per day does she change her outfit? I have questions. Like, even like the most fashion-forward goth does not change their clothes this often. Like, I have questions. MCR were gone to do the concert again since Volksamort had taken over the last one. I slit my wrists while I moshed to MCR in my bedroom all night, feeling excited. Okay. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door while I was trying on some black clothes and moshing to Fang you for the venom. I got all mad and turned it off, but sacredly I hoped inside it was Draco so we could do it again. Oh my god. Why is she like constantly having sex? I have questions. This is a boarding school. Ma'am, this is a McDonald's. What the fucking hell are you doing? I shouted angrily. It was Lupin. Are you gonna come rape me or what? I can't say that on Twitch. Tara! Can't say things like that. I yelled. I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore had told us all to be careful around him and Snap since he was a pedo. Okay, then why is Snape a teacher at a school with underage children if he's a pedophile? Like, I have questions, Tara. None of this makes any fucking sense. Tara. Like, please explain. No, actually, get it, hell? Can I please borrow some condoms? Condemns. Yeah, like, apparently, apparently he's gonna bring him back. Apparently. He growled angrily. Yeah, so you can fuck your 6-year-old girlfriend, huh? I shouted sarcastically. Fuck her, he said, gong away. Well, anyway, I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, and some black lipstick and white foundation. Then I went. Stop trying to make sense of it, boss. You're so right for that, Squid. Then I went. Then I gasped. Snack and Lupin were in the middle of the empty hall doing it, and Dobby was watching. There's Dobby! I was wondering where he went. Oh my god, you ludicrous idiot! They both shooted angrily when they saw me. Dobby ran away crying. They got up, though. Normally, I would have been turned on. I love seeing guys do it. But both of them were fucking preps. BTW, Snack is moved to Gryffindor now. Snake is moved to Gryffindor now. She keeps changing what she calls Snape. She keeps on changing the spelling, so it's impossible to know what she's spelling this time. WTF, is that why you wanted condoms? I asked sadistically. I don't think that means what you think it means, Tara. See, I spelled that. Only you wouldn't give them to me, Lumpkin shouted angrily. Well, you should have told me, I replayed. You dimwit. Snake began to shoot angrily, and then I took out my black camera and took a pic of them. What the fuck? You got mad at them for filming you naked, and yet you're going to take pictures of them while they're doing it. Like, what is wrong with this bitch? You could see that they were naked and everything. Well, excuse me, they both shouted angrily. What was that all about? It was to blackmail you, I snarked. Oh, okay. Never mind. Maybe she really does belong in Slytherin. Though I'm pretty sure that a Slytherin would not just blatantly admit that they're going to blackmail somebody like that. So now next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking rat me out or I'll show this to Dumbledore. So fuck off, you bastards. I started to run. They chased me, but I threw my wound at them and they tripped over it. No, she said womb in an earlier chapter. Now it's womb. I swear to God. Tara, you drive me to drink, girl. Well, anyway, I went outside and there was Vampire looking extremely fucking hot. You have a boyfriend, bitch. WTF, where's Draco? I asked him. Oh, he's being a fucking bastard. He told me he wouldn't come. Vampire said, shaking his head. You want to come with me to the concert? Thank you for qualifying that sentence. Thank you for qualifying that sentence. Wait, who's the protagonist again? At this point, I don't fucking know. Squid. The protagonist is Dumbledore? No.
Protagonist is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way. Anyway. Then he showed me his flying car. I gasped. It was a black car. Oh my god. I like how she told. I love how she told us that Draco has a black Mercedes Benz, but she doesn't bother telling us what kind of car Harry has. Thank you for this. He said his dog father. That's funny. His dog father, Sirius Black, had given it to him. Sorry, I can't get over dog father. The license plate on the front said MCR 666 on it. The one on the back said Inobi on it. I gasped. She does a lot of gasping. Can she breathe? We flew to the concert hall. MCR were there, playing. Vampire and I began to make out, moshing to the music. I gasped, looking at the band. I thought Draco was her boyfriend. Why is she making out with Vampire? I thought she didn't like Vampire. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past Tara to have completely forgotten everything that she's already written. I almost had an orgasm. Okay. Gerard was so fucking hot. He began to sing Helena, and his sexy, beautiful voice began to fill the hall. And then I heard some crying. I turned and saw Draco crying in a corner. Draco crying in a corner, all alone 'cause he gay. I have to verify my humanity. Give me a second, chat. There we go. Okay. Well, chat, we have made it to chapters 21 to 25. I think I could probably get through this entire, like, section in just enough time for the end of the stream. I think that we should be able to, like, go on for another, like, 45 minutes or so. Okay? Okay. Are we ready, chat? Let's go. Chapter 21. Author's note. Fuck you, okay? You fucking suck. It's not my fault it's spelled wrong, okay? Cause that bitch Ravern got... Cause it fuck you prets. Whoops, so's Raven, thanks for the help. BTW, Transylvania rocks. Hard. I even get to go to the castle where Dracula was filmed. Every time you try to increase the volume, I say the craziest shit ever and I go back to lowering the volume. Okay, fair enough, Squid. I do not wish this on anybody except for me and my honorable chatters. Later, we all went in the skull. Draco was crying in the common room. Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice. No, I'm not, you fucking bitch, he shouted angrily. He started to run out of the place in a suicidal way. What? I started to cry because I was afraid he would commit suicide. It's okay, Inobi, said Vampire comfortably. I'll make him feel better. You mean you'll go fuck him, won't you? I shouted angrily. Then I ran to get Draco. Vampire came too. Draco, please come, he began to cry. Tears of blood came down his pale face. I was so turned on because I love sensitive bi guys. If you're a homophone, then fuck off. A homophone. Homophone! Okay, if you are a word that sounds like another word but is spelled differently, then you can fuck off, apparently. And then we heard some footsteps. Vampire got out his black invisibility cloak. Invisibility coke. Excuse me. I said that wrong. His black invisibility coke. Which kind of just defeats the purpose of an invisibility cloak if you can tell that it's black. Just saying. We both gut under it. We saw the janitor, Mr. Norris, there. That's not his name. That's... Mrs. Norris is his cat. His name is not Mr. Norris. Unless you're implying that he fucks his cat, Tara. Are you implying that Filch is a is a animal fucker? Is that what's happening, Tara?
Shouting angrily with a flashlight in his hand. "Who's there?" he shouted angrily. We saw Filth come. Okay, see, she got the name right now. Well, sort of. Honestly, Dragon Ball Evolution might be better than this. True. True. He went under the invisibility clock and started to meow loudly. "Is anyone there?" yelled Mr. Norris. Okay, she had it right for like a second. "No, fuck you, you prappy little poser son of a fucking bitch," Vampire said under his breast. Under his breast. In a disgusted way. Excuse me, who said that?" yelled Mr. Norris. Then he heard Filch meow. Oh, okay, I see what's happening now. She's mistaken Filch with Mrs. Norris, the cat. She has switched their names. Filch is now the cat, and Mr. Norris is Filch's name now. Okay. Got it. Okay. I understand now. I understand everything. Then he heard Filch meow. "Filth, is there anyone under the cloak?" he asked. Filth nodded. And then Vampire Frenched me. He did it just as Mr. Norris was taking off the cloak. "What the?" he yelled, but it was too late because now we were running away from him. Ruining away from him. And then we saw Draco crying and busting into tears and slitting his wrists outside of the school. Okay. "Draco!" I cried. "Are you okay?" "I guess, though." Draco wept. We went back to our coffins, Frenching each other. Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid. See, isn't that depressing? On the gothic red bed together. As I was about to put in the video, my eyes rolled up and suddenly I had a vision of something that was happening now. What? There was a knock on the door and Fug and the Mystery of Magic walked into the school. What? The entire Mystery of Magic. Also, Mystery of Magic. The Mystery of Magic. Don't we all wonder what the Mystery of Magic is? The real mystery here is why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Anyway. Chapter 22. Author's note. STFU! Prep stop flamin', okay? If you didn't like it, fuck off. And I know is Mr. Norris. It's Raven's fault, okay? You suck. No, just kidding, Raven. You fucking rock. Prep suck. After that little bit of stroke. All day, everyone talked about the misery of magic. Oh my god. Misery of magic. This just keeps getting worse. Well, anyway, I woke up the next day. I was in my coffin, so I opened the door. I was wearing black lacy leather pajamas. Then I gasped. Standing in front of me were Bloody Mary, Vampire, Diablo, Draco, Dracula, and Willow. I opened my crimson eyes. How did she know that they were standing there if she didn't have... Never mind. I'm not questioning it. I'm not questioning it. We're not questioning it. Just drink, Tori. Drink. Anyway. Willow was wearing a tight black leather top with pictures of bloody roses all over it. Under that, she wore a black poofy skirt with lace on it and black gothic boots that was attached to the top. What? Hang on. How? What? Black poofy skirt with lace on it and black gothic boots that was attached to the top? No, I'm trying to figure out how this outfit works. Oh, she's talking about the leather top. Okay, so I'm guessing this is supposed to be like a corset with garter straps, in which case, how is she using the garters to keep up her boots? Like, that's kind of... Never mind. I'm not questioning it. Not questioning it. Just drink. Vampire was wearing a baggy Simple Plan t-shirt and baggy black pants and Vans. Draco was wearing a black MCR t-shirt and black jeans and a leather jacket. He looked just like Gerard Way and almost as fucking sexy. Vampire looked like Joel Madden. Bloody Mary was wearing a black, tight, poofy gothic dress that she had ripped so it showed all her clearage, with a white apron that said bitch and other swear words and MCR lyrics on it, kind of like one dress I had seen Amy Lee wear once. Darkness, who is Jenny. Who the fuck is Jenny? Is she talking about Ginny? Ginny, Ginevra Weasley, is now Darkness. Okay, got it. Was there too. She was weaving a ripped gothic black dress with ripped stuff all over it and a lace-up top thing and black pointy shoes. So were Crab and Goyle. Well, she got Crab sort of right. I'll give her that. She got Goyle right. I'm impressed. She got Goyle right. It turns out that Darkness, Diablo, Crab, and Goyle's dad was a vampire. Everybody's parents were a fucking vampire, apparently. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists with a razor. He had wrapped them in stuff before, too. They all got so depressed that they became gothic and converted to Stanism. We stan! Yes, we stan! Yes, we stan! OMFG, I yielded as I jumped up. Why the fuck are you all here? Anobi, something is really fucked up, Draco said. Okay, but I need to put my fucking clothes on first. That is the first reasonable thing that she has done this entire fanfiction. And it only took until chapter 22. I shouted angrily. It's all right. We have to go now. And you look kawaii anyway. You're so fucking beautiful, Draco said in a sexy voice. Oh, all right, I said, smiling. But you have to tell me why you're being all erective. What? Erective? Okay. I will, he said. So I just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, and red eyeshadow and white foundation. Then I came. Every single time. Every time I see I came or like the word came, I have to like laugh. With this bitch, she could be talking about actually like sex. She could just be talking about sex. For all we know. Because this bitch, man. We all went outside the Great Hall and looked in, the Great Hall and looked in from a window. A fucking prep called Brittany from Gryffindor was standing next to us. She was wearing a pink mini and a Hilary Duff t-shirt, so we put up our middle fingers at her. All right. Inside the Great Hall, we could see Dumbledore. Cornelia Fudge was there shouting at Dumbledore. Doris Rumbridge was there too. Okay, so apparently Cornelius Fudge is now a woman. Very progressive thinking of you, Tara. Very nice. Cornelius Fudge is now a woman. This cannot be, she shouted angrily. The school must be closed. The Bark Lord... The Bark Lord. Voldemort's a fucking dog now, apparently. Woof, woof. Avada Kedavra. Woof, woof. The Bark Lord is planning to kill the students, yelled Cornelia Fudge. You are not fit to be the principal any longer, yelled Rumbridge. You are too old and your Alzheimer's is dangerous. That is so insulting. Like, beyond insulting. You must retry or Voldemort will kill your students. Did she mean retire? Never mind. Very well, Dumbledore said angrily. But we cannot do this. Nice. We can't close the school. There's only one person who is capable of killing Voldemort, and she is in the school. And her name is... And no need darkness, dementia, Raven Way. Well, it must not be our protagonist since that's not her name. Draco, Crab, Goyle, Darkness, Willow, Vampire, and Bloody Mary looked at each other. I gasped! Chapter 22. Author's note. Shut the fuck up, bitches. You're just jealous because I got 10,000 reviews. Thanks to Raven for the help and telling me about the box. Girly, you rock. Let's go shopping together. I'm not drunk enough for this, chat. The door opened and Professor Rumbridge and Cornelia Fudge stomped out angrily. She's not a professor. Because, like, you never once mentioned that she's a professor. Then Dumbledum and Rumbridge sawed us. Mr. Way, what the beep are you doing? Rumbridge shouted angrily. Dumbledore blared at her. Oh, she made a mistake. He corrupted her. She means, hi, everyone, come in. Well, we all came in angrily. So did all the other students. I sat between Darkness and Draco and opposite Bloody Mary. Crab and Goyle started to make some morbid jokes. They both looked exactly like Villavolo. I ate some Count Chocula and drank some blood from a cup. Then I heard someone shooting angrily. I looked behind me. It was Vampire. He and Draco were shooting at each other.
Damn, they got strapped too?
Vampire Draco, WTF? I asked. You fucking bastard, yelled Draco at Vampire. I want to shit next to her.
Guys, I think that this is a poorly disguised scat fetish.
No, I do, shouted. No, she doesn't fucking like you, you son of a bitch, yelled Draco. No, fuck you, motherfucker. She loves me, not you, shouted Vampire. And then he jumped on Draco. No, not in that way, you perv. They started to fight and beat up each other. Dumbledore yelled at them, but they didn't stop. All of a sudden, a terrible man with red eyes and no nose flew in on his broomstick. He had no nose and was wearing a gray robe. All the glass in the window he flew through fell apart. Brittany, that fucking prep, started to cry. Vampire and Draco stopped fighting. I stopped eating. Everyone gasped. The room fell silent. Voldemort!
I think they want to fuck. Okay, fair enough, Squid. Fair enough. Ebony. Darth Valor's. Okay. Apparently, Voldemort is now Darth Vader. Got it.
Darth Valor said evilly in his raspy voice, Thou hast failed your mission. Now I shall kill thou, and I shall kill Vampire as well. If thou does not kill him before, then I shall kill Draco too. Please don't make me kill him, please, I begged.
No, he laughed cruelly.
Kill him, or I shall kill him anyway. Then he flew away cackling.
Yeah, how many times has he come just to tell her something and then leave? Like, bro, you're right there. Just fucking kill the guy yourself. You are right fucking there, Voldemort.
I burst into tears. Draco and Vampire came to contort me. Suddenly my eyes rolled up, so they looked all cool and gothic. I had a vision where I saw some lightning flash and then Voldemort coming to kill Draco while Draco slit his wrists in a depressed way.
Oh my god.
How many times? Okay, you need to do this again, but take a shot every time somebody slits their wrist.
I would die if I took a shot every time somebody slit their wrists.
No, I screamed sexily. Suddenly I locked up and stopped having the vision. Ebony, are you all right? Asked Draco in a worried voice. Yeah, I said sadly as I got up. Everything's all right, Enobi, said Vampire, all sensitive. No, it's not, I shouted angrily. Tears of blood went down my face. OMFG, what if I'm getting possessed like in the ring, too? It's okay, girl, said Bloody Mary. Maybe you should ask Professor Sinister about what the visions mean, though. Okay, bitch, I said sadly, and then we went.
She said Professor Sinister. Does she mean Professor Sinestra? I mean, I know that she means Trelawney, but like Professor Sinestra teaches fucking arithmancy, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, she's talking about Trelawney, who's the divination professor, but she called her Sinestra for whatever reason. No, because Professor Sinestra is an actual fucking character. Yes. Anyway, moving on. Let's try and get through chapter 25 by the end of stream chat. This VOD is going to get nuked into orbit. I cannot deal with this.
Chapter 24. Author's note. Prep, stop flamming the story. You're just jealous, so fuck you, okay? Go to hell. Oh, I can't say that. Fangs for D-help. We'll do that. We'll do that. Well, we had deviation next, so I got to ask Professor Travolry about the visions. Konnichiwa, everyone come in, said Professor Sinister in Japanese. She smelled at me with her gothic black lipstick. She's the coolest fucking teacher ever. She had long, dead black hair with blood red tips and red eyes. Her mom was a vampire. She's also half Japanese, so she speaks it and everything. She and Bloody Mary get along great. I don't know. She's really young for a teacher. Today, she was wearing a black leather top with red lace and a long, gothic black ripped dress. We went inside the black classroom with posters of Emily the Strong. I raised my hand. I was wearing some black nail polish with red pentagrams on it. What is it, Ebony? She asked. Hey, I love your nail polish. Where'd you get it? Hot Topic? Yeah, I answered. All the preps who didn't know what Hot Topic was gave me weird looks. I gave them the middle finger. Well, I have to talk to you about some things. What do you want to do it? How about now? She asked. Okay, I said. Okay, class fucking dismissed, everyone. Okay, no, that actually sounds like something I would say as a teacher. I'd be like, class fucking dismissed, everybody. Hang on. I lost my spot. There it is. Okay. Professor Travolry said, and she let everyone go. Except for you, Brittany. She pointed at Brittany and some other preps. Please do exercise, get it? 1 on page 3. Okay, I'm having lots of visions, I said in a worried voice. I'm so worried. Is Draco going to die? Well, she gave me a black crystal ball to lock in. You gotta lock in, Ebony! You gotta lock in! I looked at it. What do you see? She asked. I said I see a black gothic skull and a pentagram. Suddenly there was a knock at the door. I looked at it. It was Draco. He was looking really sexy, wearing a black leather facet, a black gothic Linkin Park t-shirt, and black Congress shoes. What are Congress shoes? You mean Converse? Oh, 5 ads this time. You are free, Squid. Save yourself. Okay, you can go now. See ya, cunt. Okay, said Professor Sinister. Bye, bitch, I said, waving. I went to Draco, and Vampire was sitting next to him. We both followed Draco together, and I was so exhibited. Okay, we finally made it, chat. We finally made it. Chapter 25. Oh my god, okay. Author's note. Stop flamming, okay? If you do not, then I'll tell Justin to bet you up. And I'll tell all Dunreds to put Virtus in your computer. Fuck you. Raven, thanks for the help. Does she mean viruses? Whatever. I was so excited. I followed Draco, wondering if we were going to do it again. We went outside, and then we went into Draco's black car. I thought he left the car in Hogsmeade. You guys rode brooms back, right? Like, I'm not going crazy? Ebony, what the fuck did Professor Travolry say? Whispered Draco, potting his gothic wit hand with black nail polish on mine. She said she would tell me what the visions meant tomorrow, I grumbled in a sexy voice. He took out a heroin cabaret and spiked it and gave it to me to spork. What? A heroin cabaret? What? He started to fly the car into a tree. We went to the top of it. Draco put on some MCR. We started tilling off each other's clothes fervently. He took off my black thong and my black leather bar. I took off his black boxers. Then he put his trobbing you-know-what in my tool sexily. Oh, MFG, Draco, Draco, I screamed, having an orgasm. We statted Frenching passively. Suddenly, I fell asleep. Bitch, if you fall asleep during sex, then he ain't doing too hot, is he? I started having a dream, and a black guy was shooting 2 gothic men with long black hair. No, please don't fucking kill us, they pleaded, but he just kept shooting them. He ran away in a red car. No, oh my fucking god, I shouted in a scared voice. Ebony, what's wrong? Draco asked me as I woke up, opening my icy blue eyes. I started to cry, and tears of blood went down my face. I told Draco to call Vampire. He did it with his black Lincoln Park mobile. But the worst thing was who the people who were shot in the dream were. Lucian and Sirius. And on that note, I think we're going to end it here, chat. I don't know if I want to read this anymore. I've dedicated so much time to it. I should probably finish it, but oh my god. I am probably going to do this in one more stream because we've now reached chapters 26 to 30. So there's 5, 10. There's 15 chapters left, which is actually 3 chapters, but let's not get into it. So I am going to go ahead and leave it here, chat. I want to thank everybody, and I do mean everybody, for showing up and suffering with me today. This VOD is going to get nuked into orbit, so I'm going to keep this one unarchived. Yeah, even I'm getting tired of this. Even I'm getting fucking tired of this, Squid. You right. But I think we can get it done in one more stream. So we're just going to do one more stream of this next week, and then it'll be over. It will be all over, chat. So I want to thank everybody for showing up. I love you guys whether you're old here. Thank you for joining me on World Goth Day, where we drank and read the worst gothic fanfiction of all fucking time. Surprisingly, I did not drink nearly as much as I thought I would. I'm only about halfway finished with the beer. Not bad. So, I will be seeing you guys later. I am going to be streaming again on tomorrow. Yeah, I'm doing tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to be watching Hollow Birds, which is another analog horror. So, Squid, I know you like some analog horror. I think you'll like this one. We're going to watch Hollow Birds together on Friday. So, I will see you guys on Friday. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you so much for showing up. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, 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 bye.